Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, my name is Haley. I'm a cashless budgeter, recent graduate, and caregiver working on her relationship with finances, as well as working towards financial freedom. If that's something you're interested in watching, please leave a like, comment, subscribe down below, and let's get into the video. Hey guys, I am really excited about this cash stuffing, so I can officially bring back on my vacations binder onto this channel. So if you guys don't know, this is for my general savings travel. It is not a high priority on the channel, but it is something I want to put towards, as there are major vacations I would like to plan for or do in the upcoming years. And you know, it's better to incrementally try to save for it. Wow, words. Instead of trying to bum rush and pack everything into it. So even though it's on the back burner, it's still going to be a slow growing process. So I have finished my fall scratch off challenge by T&L Budgets. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the money saved from that challenge. It was a mystery scratch off and it saved me a total of $151. So get this together first. And this dashboard is from Reynolds Budgets. I will leave her channel down in the description, as well as T&L Budgets Etsy. So this should be $151. We will try and make this work. I can move the calculator for right now and put it towards the side. Okay, so we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, wow, 24, 26, 28, 30, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. 141. Hold on. Missing a 10. Let's see if these stuck together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, yeah. A 10 stuck to this, so it's 151. How do I know that? Because my plan for the 10s, just to make sure that every envelope gets something, again, even though I know I'm not in a rush to fill all of these envelopes, and which ones are relevant or irrelevant will vary depending on the vacation, I still want everyone to get something. So I'm starting off all the envelopes I'm stuffing. There's a truck. All the envelopes I'm stuffing with $10. So let's see. The subscriptions is fully funded. This is for any passports and visas. None of my trips that I have planned, at least the 4 that I have planned within the next couple years, do not require me to have a visa, so this is fully funded as far as this will pay for my passport renewal when it's in there. Okay, so each of these envelopes will get $10. So travel prep will get $10 to start. Wow, okay. Pet boarding will get $10 to start. Travel fares and fees, which includes things like tickets and whatnot. Transportation, whichever transportation that may take. Lodging and intermediate lodging. Food and bev. Even though this marked as education, I can see this as excursions, any museums, historical walks, things of that nature. Consider that. It's educational, I guess. And emergency miscellaneous fund, and then $10 in shopping, which has souvenirs and gratuity in it. Alright? So starting everyone off with 10, what I'm going to do, instead of trying to flip back and forth through envelopes, because we had 9, yeah, and my random item only goes up to 6. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this dice I got from Carmen at the Humble Budgeter. And so 1 and 5, I'm going to add 1 bill. 2 and 4, I'm going to add 2 bills. And 3 and 6, I'm going to add 3 bills. I am not concerned about denominations at this point, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to include the spicy 5s in there. Have at least 6 of them. So what I'm going to do is I am basically just going to mix up all of these bills randomize all of those and just mix them up well enough. Just flip through this whole entire binder as many times as I can and rolling the dice. Again, 1 through 5, 1 and 5, excuse me, not 1 through 5. 1 and 5 is adding 1 bill, 2 and 4 is adding 2 bills, and 3 and 6 is adding 3 bills. So let's get started. 6. So I'm going to add 1, 2, 3 bills. The travel prep. Another 3 bills. Pet boarding. 4, so that's 2 bills. For things like travel insurance, fares, fees, tickets. Transportation, just getting 1. So lodging, it's getting 2 bills, got 1 of the spicy 5s. Two bills as well for food and bev. So I try to see. Excursions, it's getting 1 bill. Emergency, supplies, so it's getting 1 bill. And souvenirs, it's getting 3 bills. And you got a spicy 5. Alright, and get the challenges cool. So now we're going to start back in the front with travel prep. So that's getting 2 bills. Let's see if we can get back through this at least one more time. If not, that is okay. Okay, 2 bills for pet boarding. See, travel fares and fees, getting 1 bill. Transportation, it's getting 1 bill. Ooh, it's getting a spicy 5. And the rest of these are the spicy 5s. Okay. Wow, it's nice. 6, so the last 3 will be going into lodging, which is actually perfect because hotels are expensive. So I'm not mad at that. Alright, so put that to the side corner and make sure you guys can see all this. So I am going to calculate this because if you guys have noticed, this binder does not have prop bills in it outside of what I just put in there. So what I'm doing with this binder, since this is more of a long-term binder, is I am using index cards basically as funding placeholders. So what's happening is I'm going to straighten this out so I can give a better example. Alright, so for travel prep and pre-check, when I first started this binder and before I took the prop bills out, because I did start this binder before starting this channel, I had $21 going towards travel prep and check. Electronically in my savings bucket, this money is still physically there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the index card on the back. And since this is from finishing the fall scratch off challenge in January, I'm just going to put January and 25 for 2025. This is from the fall challenge, and we added a total of 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, $17. A total of $17. So the 17 plus the 21 that is physically in my savings account equals $38. Right, so this is how I'm going to track progress until I actually need to add and or save up directly for a particular travel, vacation, and whatnot. I hope you guys can see that. So I'm just right now, since I don't have a particular date, and sorry if you can see my swollen finger, I just put the date, the year, what challenge it came from, how much I'm adding right now, and the total that should be in this envelope electronically in my high yield savings account. All right, I actually got this idea from Mistakes Were Made. I will leave her channel down in the description as well. And she uses envelopes and whatnot, but she doesn't use binders and such. And this is how she tracks on her budget sheets. And I think it's a really cool idea, especially if you have binders like this one that you're either not in as often or are for more very, very long-term things. So we have $38. Oh my gosh, I keep knocking papers everywhere. I'm sorry, guys. I have $38 in traveling prep. All right. So I'm going to put this card back. And I am going to put the money back out, mostly because once I do this, I don't keep prop bills in here, so these prop bills are going back into my reservoir, if you will. And it'll keep building up on the cards until I physically need to stuff them to then unstuff them for a trip. All right, so I hope all that made sense. So we'll keep going, and I'll push these up so I actually have room to write. So that one's that. Pet boarding. Pet boarding is for my pupper to either stay with family or if he has to go into an actual facility because we're going on a family trip. Will he be the happiest about that? I don't know. But 9 times out of 10, if I do go somewhere, I try to leave him with family. All right, so again, fall challenge and adding. Straighten this all out. We're adding 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17 again. And pet boarding previously had $25. So the 25 plus 17 is $42. All right. So breaking that back out. All right, travel, fares, and fees. This envelope contains a lot, and it actually has a lot of subsections in it. But this is mostly for things like travel insurance, adding any type of fees in the airport if my baggage ends up being like a couple of pounds over or something. Any airport spending, or if there's any like pre-check lines, things of that nature, be saving for. I'm not a big pre-check user because again, I travel, but I don't travel as often. And if I do, I mostly take a train or drive. Don't usually go to the airport unless I'm going for international travel, but I still want to keep the savings anyway, just in case. So, and who knows, flight might be easier time-wise or cheaper. So I'm leaving that up in the air. Okay, so travel and fees originally had $22, and today it received $10, $12, $14, $16. $16. So that'd be $38 as well. In fares and fees. All right, transportation. This could be train, which is why, even though I have tickets in this section, I don't necessarily repeat it in multiple sections because transportation could be train. It could be car rental. If we're taking a road trip, sorry for shaking you. If you're taking a road trip, gas to get to and from where we're going. So again, these are very general envelopes in order for me to accommodate what I need and don't need at that given moment in time. I also have money I'll be saving in here for parking, any tolls, any parks that we go to that have any fees for parking. Just do that as well, or keep that saved up in there as well. All right, so transportation originally had $17, and today we're adding $17. All right, so I'm going to actually bring this down a little bit. So today, got another $17. So that'll be $34 in total in transportation. All right, next we have lodging and housing, which honestly would probably be the most expensive parts of any of these trips, as the majority of them are in places I don't have family who live there. So I can get a hotel depending if we're going to a park like Universal or something. I would get a hotel. But most places when I travel, I try to go the Airbnb route, or at least recommended Airbnbs. 9 times out of 10. But if we need to like stop intermittently at a hotel while driving, or I have a layover that's a day, then I'll stop and get a hotel room. All right, so lodging. Also has $17. And today it received a lot. Actually, half of the spicy fives. So I received 10, 15, 20, 20. Actually, all of them? Whoa, pause. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31. Nice. Actually, like I said, this is probably the most expensive part of my trips usually. All right. Oh my gosh. I can't even type today apparently. So that'd be $48. Saved in lodging. It also depends too if I'm going with somebody else, because usually you end up splitting costs. So will it cost me as much? No, but I am, if you guys haven't heard me talk about it in any past videos, I am more of an immersive traveler. I like going somewhere and staying for extended periods of time, if I can, to basically enjoy everything or get to experience everything. So I expect, outside of food and bev and certain tickets, lodging is usually my top 3 most expensive expenses that I have as far as traveling is concerned, because I stay in places for so long. So now we're getting to food and bev. It started out with 22, and today it received $13. So that's 35 in total in food and bev. I'm not a big like fancy restaurant eater. When I go somewhere, I try to find local mom and pop type restaurants and or shop. Sorry about the noise, guys. I went to go get my dog and bring him back inside. But as I was saying is, as far as food and bev, there are some chain restaurants where I do go, but I also try to go to more local mom and pop type, either chains or restaurants as well to eat. Yeah, so next is excursions or education, and it got $11. So excursions originally had $25. So we got $11. My gosh, my brain is, yeah, so that'd be 36. Correct. Trying to work on more mental math. Yeah, I don't know what it's been about this. It's like this year has, well, the end of last year, honestly, throughout this year, it's just flying by and I'm getting dragged along with it. Emergency fund or miscellaneous fund also received $11. So let's see what it had before. Before it had $18. Adding 11 today to make it $29. And then shopping, souvenirs, gratuity, of that nature. Okay. Got $10, $15, $17, $18. Alright, and it had 21 already stuffed. So fall, adding $18 to the $21 would be $39. $39. And gratuity shopping souvenirs. I honestly don't have a cap for these because again it would vary depending on where I'm going. Or where I end up going. So I'm really just funding these until I pick a destination, then I might reorganize and move some funds around here and there. But besides that, that's I'm just gonna keep it rolling and have challenges like the Winter Savings Challenge, Paper Airplane Challenge. I have a scratch off from T&L Budgets. Challenges of that nature that don't necessarily have a direct, I guess, purpose at this moment yet. I'll be using to fill these until I actually get to pick a vacation. And then we'll work around that and reallocate as we go along. So I thank you guys for watching. If you made this far in the video, please leave a airplane emoji in the comments down below. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them down in the comments as well. I thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a blessed evening, day, night, wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.